Time to cook right now. Hey, it's Andrew Thomas from the Andrew Thomas Experience here, and I'm going to show you guys how to cook toad in the hole. Basically, what you need is an egg, piece of bread, and butter for the pan so it doesn't stick, a cup, and a spatula. So basically, what we're going to do is fry the egg inside the bread. It's quite tasty, and I like it. First off, I'm going to put the butter on the pan and let it melt while we prepare the egg. I don't do too much, but I don't really know how much you're supposed to do. Just put it on and put the oven on, I guess, low or medium-ish. Basically, all we want to do first is melt the butter. Now, to make the egg, here's what we do. As you see, I don't remember if I mentioned this, but you need a cup earlier. See, what you do with the cup is you press down the middle of the bread to make a hole in the bread, excuse me. And see, this is where you crack the egg into. This is why it's called toad in the hole. Otherwise, I don't know why it's not called egg in the hole. Maybe there's lots of different people say it that way, but it's toad in the hole for me. I think I got it out of a children's cookbook. It's pretty good. You get to eat the bread, too, that we can make the hole out of. But it's not melting fast enough. Basically, since I guess most eggs, it can be a pain to clean the pan because it sticks it all. So that's why you can use butter, or there's like that Pam spray. I don't think we have any, so I'm just gonna use butter. Plus, I don't know if it does, but it might add a little extra flavor. All right, butter is melted enough. Turn the oven down a little. First, you want to place the bread in like that. The egg. Just place it right in the hole. And some of the juices, depending how big the hole, man, some of it should spill over. If you like that, you can do it that way or not. Whatever you want it, there'll just be some fried egg on the edge. Now, since I have raw egg in my hand, I'm going to wash my hands. Alright, so here's a little so you can see it. Basically, now it's just waiting game, frying the egg. Basically, there's also toppings you get. You can add cheese, salt, pepper. We'll put the salt and pepper after you cook it. Personally, I like mine's more raw. Well, not a raw egg, but just plain. I feel like it makes it taste better. Maybe I should have made a bigger hole this time. Usually it doesn't spill over so bad. I guess that comes with the territory. And basically, that's how you make the egg. After it's done cooking. And, now, there could be some preferences on how much you cook it. Basically, it depends how much you like your fried egg. Do you like it hard or soft? Soft is when if you break the yolk, it pours out yolk. Hard is when the yolk's cooked through. And basically, when you poke the yolk, nothing comes out because it's solid instead of liquid. I personally find mine soft. Make sure you don't flip them too soon. Oops. Looks here, the screen has gone blank. Hope that kept recording. As you can see, the egg, I flipped it. You can see this is what happens when you don't make the hole big enough. Basically, the white gets everywhere. But I should have enough in the hole. That should still be tasty. Also, note that it's not sticking because I put butter in it. Don't want to put my head too close to the pan. It kind of burns. So, I guess now it's just a waiting game for it to be done. So, I'll probably edit some of this out to speed up the process, but who knows? Excuse me. Oh no, it appears I have broken the yolk. What a shame. Well, I actually rehearsed this, but I used a bigger piece of bread first time, and that was the only big piece of bread. So I might have screwed myself over in rehearsing. That was the problem. I made the hole too small. That's why it broke. Boom. It's just kind of like a scrambled pudding hole. Maybe it'll taste good. Got to get the fried pieces back up. Here we go. It looks about done. As I said earlier, you can add toppings. It's usually best to put the cheese on right after you fried it, just a little bit, basically when the white starts solidifying, but it's still not nearly cooked enough. Salt and pepper go on after you're done. And that's basically all the condiments I think you should add. Because if you put too much on, you might as well be having an omelet. Like put green peppers, black olives, onions. You should have an omelet instead of this. Alright, and it appears that we are done. Here it is, finished. So basically here's the finished product. As you can see, I did pop the egg as I mentioned earlier. Usually the egg should be sealed, so get all that yolky goodness that's not fried. And I'm going to add a little salt. Just a little. You don't want to have a salt sandwich, so. And basically, pour yourself a drink. I prefer milk, and bonjour. And that is how we cook toad in the hole.